Hello, welcome to Arrival Graphics. Today we'll take you through how to create a shape in Photoshop. So here I'll start by setting up my page. So I'll select the paper size. So here we have the art and illustration, web, mobile, video, and film. So I would like to choose A4 sheet. So here we have A3, A6, and minimum. So I will select A4, then if you are not seeing A4, you can set for the size. So when you set it to inches, you will see the width and the height over there. So here I'm done. So here what I'm going to do is to here my layers are not showing, so I'll just click on window, then select layers, and the shortcut key is F7. So you click on the functional key, then you select F7. After that, I'll click on image to rotate my paper. So I've rotated it. So if you want to rotate your paper, you just click on image, then you select image rotation, then you rotate it. So that is how we actually go about it. So here I'll click on the FX. So when you come to the layers, when you select the layer, at the bottom of the layer there are some this thing over the tools. So you click on FX, then you select color overlay. So here I'm going to change the color of my layer. So here you can select any color of your choice. So and that is how we do it. So any color of your choice, you can pick it. And so that is how it is. So here I would like to select orange. You can select any color of your choice. So I will select orange, then set it as my background color. So I'll click on OK. Also, we have the inner shadow and many more. I will take you through all those things. So here I'll start by drawing my shape. So when you right click on the shape tool, you will see the other shapes over there. We have the rectangular tool, we have the polygonal tool, we have the ellipse, we have the pen, the line tool, the star minimum. So here, if you want to draw a perfect square, you just hold on the shift key, then you drag to draw, and that is a square. But a rectangle, you don't need to hold on the shift key, just extend the length of the shape and it will draw a rectangular shape for you. So we'll do all those things. So we'll start with the square. So you can change the color of your square too as well, and you can also set for the stroke. So here you can pick any color of your choice. So that is the stroke color. You can set for the stroke size too as well. And so that is how it is. So here what I'm actually going to do is to curve the edges of the shape. So you can curve it. Also, if you want the edges of your shape to be like this, you can set for it too as well. So you can select the curve, so you can set your square to anyhow you like. So this is how it is. So here I'll undo my work, then curve the corners. So I'll curve the corners of my square shape. So I'll click on the move tool. So anytime that you want to carry any layer on your workspace, you use the move tool. So that is what the move tool actually does. So each row is to move any objects around your workspace. So anything that you want to move on your workspace, you use the move tool to do that. So here I would like to curve the edge. So here we have the merge tool over there. So I'll just click on one corner of the shape. So I want to curve the upper corner. So I'll just drag it to the right side. So if I want to curve the bottom corner too, I'll do that by dragging it. So I'll drag it to the right side and the edge will just be curved. So that is how we curve the edges of a shape. And in a situation where you want to curve all the edges of the shape, you click on the merge tool at the center between the four curves. So here I will undo my work, then curve all the edges at once. So I will undo it, and to undo your work, you click on Ctrl Z. You click on Ctrl Z to undo your work. So here I want to curve all the edges at once. So this is what I will actually do. So here I will undo my work. So here I want those dash. I want to remove them. So I will just click on the blank, and the dash for my stroke will just escape. So that is how it is. So I'll click on the blank. So anytime you want the dash to escape, you just click on the blank. So here, as I said, I'm going to curve all the edges or the corners of my square shape at once. So to do that, you click on the merge tool at the center. So the moment you click at the merge tool, you drag any of the corners and it will have effect on the other ones. So that is what it actually does. So you can curve it to create a circle. So anyhow you want your shape to be, you just set it to that. So that is what it does. So here I'm done curving the edges. So that is how we use it. So here what I'm going to do is to go to my FX again, then set for gradient color. So here, this is actually, I can change the color of my shape just like the way I did for the background. So it's the same way that we do it. So here I would like to set for stroke. So I'm setting for stroke. So for the stroke too, you can set for the size. So here I will change the color to white. So I'll set my stroke color to white, and also you can change the size of your stroke. You can set for the size. So here I would like to set for gradient color, but here since I have set it to color overlay, the gradient color can't take effect unless I unselect the color overlay. So I will deselect it. So I will deselect the color overlay, then select the gradient color. So any gradient that you want, you can use it for your work. So here, if you want a gradient color which has red, you just select it. Those which has gray, green, any color of your choice, you just select it. So that is how it works. So here I would like to select this color. Okay, I would like to choose this one. So you can pick any color of your choice, and you can set for the angle of your gradient. So anyhow you want the angle to be set, you set it. And also the style too, you can set for it. So for the style, we have linear, we have the radial, we have diamond and minimal. So you can select any one. The reflected, you can select any one of your choice. So here I would like to choose the diamond. So I will select the diamond. After that, I'll come to drop shadow. So for the drop shadow, you can also change the color for the drop shadow. So here we have the angle too as well. You can set for the angle. We have the size, we have the speed, and also we have the distance. So anyhow you want to set your shadow, you just set for it. So that is how we set a shadow of a shape or of a picture. So if you want to create a shadow of a picture, it's the same way that you go about it. So here I'm setting for the speed. Then after that, you can also set for the presets. So we have the light, we have the multiply, we have the color band, dark color, and many more. So here I would like to set it to multiply. Each of them has their own role to play, but this one, as for the color, the overlay and the lightning, and they won't have much effect on this. They have their own role to play, but for the shape, it's good to select the multiply, and that is how that is what it will actually show its effect. So you need to set for the set it to multiply. So here for the texture tool, you can select any one of your choice. You can set for the style, the scale, and also the depth. So here I'm setting for the scale of the texture. So if you want the texture to be the scale to be large, you just set for it. So here I want the scale to be small, and so you can, so as you are increasing the size or maximizing the size of the scale, it looks like you are zooming in. So that is how it is. So it's more like you zooming in the texture. So in a case where you want your texture size to be small, you just reduce the scale. So that is how it works. And you can also set for the invent. You can set for invent too as well. So I'm done setting for the texture. So patterns too, you can also set for patterns. We have the scale and also the angle. So here you can use the FX to do many things. So any style that you want your layer to be, you just go to the FX, then set for it. So it's actually a FX that we use to set for layer of any, even a text. You can use the FX to set for the style. So anyhow you want to set for the style, you can use the FX to set for the drop shadow. You can use it to set for the texture, and also the gradient, color, and minimal. So here I'll create the other shapes too as well. So as I said, if you want to create a perfect square, you hold on the shift key, then you draw. So here I'm drawing another shape, which is circle. So here I didn't hold the shift key, so you could see it is my circle is not all that accurate. So if you want to draw a perfect circle too, you just hold on the shift key, then you draw it, so it will give you a perfect circle. But if you want to draw an oval shape, you just draw it without holding the shift key. So here, any shape at all that you want to draw, in order to get a perfect shape, you need to hold on the shift key to draw the perfect shape of any shape at all that you want to draw over here. And for the polygonal tool, you can set the size. So if you want a 7-sided polygonal tool, polygonal shape, you just set the size to 7. So here you can see it has drawn a star for me. You can also set it to 3 to draw a triangular star for you. So that is how it actually works. So for the polygonal shape, you can set the size to any how you want. So here you can see whenever I try to select any layer, my background to also select. So here I will just zoom in. Okay, let me delete this one. It's no more needed. So I would like to draw the other shapes. I have drawn the star already, so I will set the size to 3 and see if it will give me a 3-sided polygonal shape. So when I set it to 3, you could see it has given me a 3-sided polygonal shape, even though it is not a triangular shape, but this is a 3-sided polygonal shape. So that is how it is. So here I'm going to draw my circle again. And as I said, if you want to draw a perfect circle, you hold on the shift key to draw a perfect circle. So here I'm moving on to the line. So I'm going to draw a line. For the line too, you can also set for the width. So here the width is 1 pixel, and here this is a diagonal line. So to draw a diagonal line, you don't need to hold on the shift key, but to draw a vertical line or a horizontal line, you need to hold on the shift key. As I said, any shape at all here that you want to create, if you want to get the perfect one, you need to hold on the shift key to draw the perfect shape that you want. But if you want to draw any other shape, you just drag and draw it just like that. But here, if you want to draw a vertical line, you hold on the shift key, then you draw. And for the star, we have flowers, we have boats, and shape. So anyone at all that you want to use for your design, you just draw it. So this is actually a canoe, but I don't need it, so I'll delete it. And to delete any layer, you click on backspace, or you click on the delete key to delete it. So I have drawn a shape, so that is how it is. You can also change the color. So in the same way, if you want to change the color, you click on color overlay. Here all the shape has been selected. So the shape and the lines, they have all been selected, because when I was drawing them, I didn't draw them separately. I drew them at the same time. So here you could see whenever I try to select any layer, the background too is also selected, so it keeps on worrying me. So anytime you are working and your background is worrying you, you just click on the layer, then you lock it. So here you could see when I click on any layer, my background is no more selected, so I can go ahead and select any layer that I want to work with. And I'll do that by using the shape tool. So I'll use the square shape or rectangular tool to draw it. And this one, you don't need to hold on the shift key, unlike the square that you hold on the shift key to draw it. This one you don't need to hold on the shift key to draw it. You just drag and draw the rectangular shape, and that will start. So here I'll draw the rectangular shape. After that, I'll use the net tool to curve the rectangular shape. So I'll click on the move tool. After that, you could see my rectangular shape has been selected. So here, whenever I try to move the cursor, it bends. So whenever it bends, you just click on it and you see this move tool over there. After that, you can select any one of your choice. So here I'll click on the net tool, then use the cursor, then click on any of the edges, then drag it. So that is how we actually do it. So here I'll click on this part too as well, then drag it, then this side, then do that. I'll also enlarge this side. So that is what we actually curve or change the conformation of a rectangular shape. Any shape at all that you want to change it conformation, this is how we actually do it. So you just select your shape. So when you select it, you use the move tool to do the selection. After that, you try to move the cursor to the edges of the shape. So when you do that, you just click on it and the net tool will just appear. If you don't do it in that way, the net tool will not appear. So that is how we do it. So I will do this one for you to see it again. So I'll click on the move tool. So just as I said, it has been selected. So I'll just try to curve the cursor. So the moment I curve it, I'll just click on it and the move tool will show. So here I'll right click on it. So when you right click on it, you will see this option. We have the perspective and the distort. So for the perspective, when you select it, this is how it actually works. So when you click on any of the corner or the edges, this is what it will actually do. So we can set your shape to this side. So this is how the perspective works. And so anyhow you want to set your perspective, so if you want to set it to a triangular shape, you can also do so. So you could see I have used the perspective to draw a triangular shape. So any shape at all that you want to draw, you can use the perspective to do that. So here, any edges or any side of the rectangular shape that you select, it will automatically change the conformation of the shape, and it will draw a perspective shape for you. So that is what it works. So here I would like to draw a 1-point perspective shape. So here I will undo my work, then redo it again because I want to create a 1-point perspective. So here, just as I said, you use the move tool, then you right click, we have the perspective, you click, you select the perspective, then you hold one, you drag one of the corners, and the other two will also be and then their conformation will change. So here I can set it to this side. So this is what I actually want to draw. So I've used the perspective to draw a shape like this. So here you can flip your shape. So I can flip the shape so that the bigger side will go to the left side and the smaller one will turn to the right direction. So here, when you right click on it, the same options will show. So here we have flip horizontal and we have flip vertical. So I will select on flip horizontal, and it will flip to the other side. So here you could see the smaller one is rather facing right direction and the bigger one is facing the other direction. So that is how we flip a shape. So if you want to flip a shape, this is how we go about it. So I'm done with my work. So this is how we create shapes in Photoshop.